Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Akela Lavena, and today I have an amazing guest who is ready to share his side of the story. Welcome back. Kwa majina unaitwa nani?
John Wafula Wanyonyi.
John, unafanya course gani?
Nafanya education arts English literature.
Education arts English literature. Uko year?
Year 2.
So John, at what age did you realize that you are physically challenged? Because with albinism, it's something you are born with. You might not think you are physically challenged. So at what age did you realize that you are physically different?
Yeah, with the age, I think when I reached 12 years from there, then I started realizing, oh, I'm not like them, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, because of what was happening, and it also made me to realize that indeed I was not like them, because when you pass somewhere, they have given us names. They call us names. So you wonder.
What kind of names?
Maybe back in our village, they call us so many names. Funny names. I don't know if it could be possible I mention or...
Okay. If you feel it's private, it's okay. You can leave it.
Yeah, but it's annoying, you know. Yeah.
So after realizing that you are physically different, being that you are living with albinism, did this emotionally or psychologically affect you in any way?
Yeah, it affects you because you know, you're used to socializing, but you reach somewhere, people treat you like you know, you're not like them, as I've said earlier. So you must be affected, and it will hurt you.
So, okay, at birth, your parents realized that you are to live with with disability is something that you have to live with forever. So, what was your parents' take on this?
My parents, they took it positively because they understand it's a biological issue. It's not a curse. It's not an illness that I possessed, but it is a biological, you know, someone to be born with albinism. So I was born like that. They took it positively and they love me. They take good care of me. They provide everything. Yeah.
So, after realizing that you are able different, how did you respond to this personally?
Personally, because after realizing that as you said, that I'm able differently,
okay.
And after these guys looking like, you know, John is not like us, you know, and I was striving at least to fit with them, you know, so that I be like them, but I realized that I cannot. So I had to take it positively and know that I was born to stand out. Right?
I love that.
Yeah.
So, what did you do? You know, maybe these kids did not want to associate with you or even play with you. What did you do?
They don't want to associate with me because I'm an African white, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hard, but it takes time. At first, they'll, you know, they look at you and say, how now? How can we associate with him? But after realizing that John is just a normal person, you can interact, you can share everything. Not when they look at me the first time, they may think that I'm untouchable, you know. They look at my skin, some will joke with my skin and say, hata we tukikuchuna hivi, si damu inaweza tu, but I tell them I'm the hardest man, I'm strong, it cannot happen. So I used to joke with them and I take it positively, so it doesn't affect me much.
So, okay, some parents tend to isolate their kids after realizing that they are physically challenged. Perhaps you can tell us what your parents did. Because some keep their children away from school, they don't go to school, they just lock them indoors. What is your situation? Maybe ukituambia wazazi walichukulia aje, walikukubalia uende ukasome, ilikuwaje?
My parents, I don't think if they isolated me because I myself am the firstborn in the family of 5 or so, 5. So they have never isolated me. They have provided everything. They took me to school. I've struggled with them right from nursery school to where I am now. So I don't think if there is anything negative about the parents.
That is wonderful. Are you registered with any organization that supports people living with disability?
Yeah, I'm registered.
Which organization, if you may tell us?
So I'm registered with what we call the National Council for People with Disabilities Association. So that's the umbrella, and as a person with a disability.
Okay, so these umbrellas, mostly as I know them, I know the county part of it. Do they extend even to sub-location and even villages in your place?
My place, if they are there, I don't know, because from my childhood, the support I've been getting is from my parents. I've just been registered when I was joining campus, or rather, when I was finishing my high school studies. Then I registered on the county level, but at the sub-county, they are there, but they have been coming, they have been approaching my family about myself, wanting to assist, but I don't know. I don't know what happens.
So if they've been approaching you, why didn't you maybe get in touch with them and know if they can really assist you? Why didn't you?
But I've never refused. Yeah.
Okay.
They come, they take my documents and everything about me, my names, in the name of registering me. But when it comes to benefits, I don't think if it do happens.
Wow, that is not cool. And again, maybe growing up, did you face any kind of stigma from your peers or colleagues?
Stigma is there, obvious. We're not even us. Even those with the normal skin can face it. So it's normal. We face it out there.
So you personally, what kind of stigma did you face?
Sometimes back in our society,
Okay.
activities, so many of them take place there. But when it comes to participation, when you want to involve yourself, watasema, now will he manage, as in they look at you and say, this one we cannot involve him because maybe making him suffer. But according to me, I think I'm strong. So that's where sometimes I find it hard. Stigma again comes in when as a youth growing up, right from adolescent, you understand?
I do.
Yeah.
So what advice can you give to people, maybe not those who specifically living with albinism, but disability at large? What kind of advice will you give to those, let's say, kids, your peers, and even those who are above you and still struggling to live with disability?
So my advice to them is that they have to take it positively, and they have also to know that challenges are there to face, but overcoming is their portion only if they accept themselves and know how to go about it. And you accept yourself, take it positively, and it will be okay.
Okay. So, do you think the society is doing enough when it comes to supporting people living with disability at large?
Like how now with support?
Okay, when it comes to society, we can say there are discriminations, there are...
Like me, see, I'm an albino.
Mm-hmm.
If someone looks at me and say, hey, this sun is so scorching, maybe I have an umbrella and you're burning, can I assist you? Then it's like, wow, she's part of the society supporting. So I can say out there we do get the support, even if not to the maximum, but it's there. Answered.
Definitely. So, in your opinion, do you think the government is doing enough when it comes to supporting people living with disability?
Yeah, constitutionally, it's doing. Our constitution is there. We have what we call the 2003 Disability Act, it's there, that is helping these people sailing through their life. So it's doing it.
So, if we measure on people living with albinism, like you are here, do you normally get the support I ask is something like the sunscreen, lotions, or even sunglasses?
So since I'm registered with the NCPD, the support is there. I do receive the sunscreen with the clothes.
What of sunglasses? Because I've never seen you on any.
I don't have one.
Okay. So, and that was when it comes to albinism. What if in education sector, is there enough support that you can say?
Education sector, can say the government is doing it, and I'm one of the beneficiaries because sometimes back, as I've just told you, that I registered with this group when I was finishing my studies. I was in Form 4, I registered. So education-wise, they do what we call, we have what we call aid fund for people living with disability. So this fund is there to help us finish our studies, to retain us in school, also support us in many ways. So like people living with disability, so it also depends on the class that you are in terms of wealth, maybe support from the guardian or the parents. But this fund is there, 75% of the fees they can be paid, they can pay 75%. But if you have a guardian or a parent who is in government receiving formal salary regularly, so you get 50%. But if you're totally poor, with evidence from the family and the guardian, they cover 100%. So I think the support is there.
Okay, maybe if I may ask, can you rate the support you people get financially for education when it comes to the disability? I know you have maybe friends who are physically challenged. Perhaps you know their story, if they do normally get support from the government. To what extent can you rate these supports from the government?
Rating it,
See, maybe you know, 2/3 of your group here in Maseno, they may be benefiting from such funds. Can you account for the number?
I've not interacted much with them, so I cannot say that I cannot rate it because I have not interacted much with them about how much they do receive. But me, I just applied once and I got my portion, but I have not applied again since I applied in high school. So I've been depending on the parents' money to pay fees.
Okay. So, do you mean here in campus they are not supporting you through payment of school fees?
In campus?
Yeah.
I cannot say they are not supporting because I have not applied. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't apply?
Yeah.
No, very well. So, John, when it comes to politics, do you think government is supporting people with disability that much? Maybe that ratio that is given to the nominated people with disability, is it enough for you?
So I'm not sure about the ratio, but the government is doing it because we have what we call inclusivity, right? Mm-hmm. These people are included in the decision making in the government. So they have been included when it comes to nominations, Even out there, the society is also doing it by electing these people. So, Honorable Tim Wanyonyi, there in Westland, have my own area MP, my neighbor, anaitwa Honorable Martin Pepela Wanyonyi. The same is an albino. So, whatever the government is doing, really inspiring and also giving me the heart that one day, not because I'm an albino, but I just want to serve my people back there in village and everything that is supposed to be done, right? So I can say the government is doing it.
So from your perspective when it comes to politics, do you think someday you'll aspire for some big position in government?
Yeah.
Which one?
Dreams are there and I know they are valid. I've always been telling people, call me Mheshimiwa. Even when you check on my WhatsApp, even my Facebook account, it's Honorable John Wanyonyi. Though I'm studying as a teacher, but I'm dreaming that I must have my people in the capacity of an MCA, an MP, and if God wishes, I go higher, right?
Even to president.
President, if possible, but I know time will come.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if I may ask, okay, you haven't spoken that much of the ratio. Do you perhaps, let's do a guesswork then. If we don't know the ratio, do you think the number of people that are given posts, those who are living with disability, do you think it's enough?
The number. I can say it's never enough because we are many. When you check the census of 2019, people living with disability, we have 0.9 million, which is about 2.2% of the total population. So it means we are many. Yeah.
So you think the ratio should be above what is there right now?
If it should be, then let them increase it because we are majority. We are many. Not majority, but we are many. Right?
Okay. So maybe if we conclude, what advice can you give to your peers, those who are living with albinism or any other kind of disability at large?
Okay, my advice first to my peers is that let's take these people with disabilities as the normal people, because we know disability is not inability, right? And in everything we do out there, whatever the competitions out there, we are in competitions, right? Mm-hmm. And when you look at me and you say that I'm an albino, so you want to pity for me or you want to despise me, it should not be that way, because you end up even losing because I'm competing with you, right? So my peers, my advice is that you just have to take them positively, support them, right? Mm-hmm. Whatever the help they may need, if you are in position to help, just help, because we are all created in the image and the shape that God created everybody, right?
Sawa sawa mheshimiwa. So let me conclude. Perhaps, do you have anything to say in conclusion?
In conclusion, I want to say that I'm very happy to be here, right? So I was really longing for this interview, and I just feel that I'm not given much because I have much to say, right? Okay. But next time you invite me, I'll prepare more to come. Then lastly, also, I don't want to forget about where I come from. If they'll have chance to watch this video. I want to say that for the support they do give me, my friends, all the way from my village, they have traveled in academic journey up to this place, have friends we've met, we've shared, they're those who support morally and giving advice. Sometimes you encounter challenges and you feel like you are giving hope, you are giving up, but you have some friends, good friends, who usually come in and advise and support you where necessary. Also, I want to say thank you for your support. My parents back at home, my grandmom who has been always with me. She's like my mom because she's always there for me, doing everything. And I just want to thank her and say that I love them so much. And they continue supporting me with my dreams. I know one day when I get there, I'll not forget my people. Right?
Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa John. So as I conclude, I may say it has been a touching story of John, who was ready to share with us. We really appreciate for taking your time to join us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much as well. So to my viewers, thank you so much, and I may like you to subscribe, watch and share this video so that we can encourage people all around the world to support those who are living with disability, knowing that disability is not inability. Thank you so much, and may you share this video.